Okay, let's go over the examples from 6.4, the part 1 notes. So number 1, this was a difference of two cubes, 27x cubed minus 64. So we needed to find a and b. In this case, a is 3x because that's the cube root of 27x cubed. Might be a good idea when you're doing this to remind yourself what these cubes are. So 1 cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed, 27. So that's why this, take the cube root, so it's 3 and then just x, because this is an x cubed. And then b is the cube root of 64, so let's go back over here. 4 cubed is actually 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64, so that means b is 4. And then we just do a minus b, so 3x minus 4, and then 3x squared plus 3x times 4 plus 4 squared equals 3x times 4, 9x squared, because you have to distribute the exponent here. And then 3x times 4 is 12x plus 16. That's number 1. So let's do number 2 now. So number 2, I think I can squeeze it in down here. So number 2 is x cubed plus y cubed. In this case, a is just x and b is just y. So you just have to substitute x and y in for a and b. So since the sum, it's x. It's going to be x plus y, so x plus y. And then x squared minus x times y plus y squared. So that's literally just substituting in x and y for a and b into our sum of two cubes formula. So I'm going to erase this. And while I'm erasing this, I will tell you that number 3 had several typos in it, and I apologize for that. So number 3 is just no good. You can't factor that by grouping. So I do apologize for that. We're actually just going to skip it and move on to number 4. So what I'll write for number 3 is not factorable. So that was an evil trick. I did not mean to do that. So let's just write for number 3, not factorable. And then let's move on to number 4. So number 4, we have 7x to the 4th minus 21x cubed plus 4x minus 12. So first step is we need to group the first two terms. And the last two terms. And then we need to factor a GCF out of each. So this first set of parentheses, I'm going to factor out a 7 because 7 goes into both 7 and 21. And then I'm going to factor out, we've got an x to the 4th here and an x to the 3rd. So we factor out the lower one, so x to the 3rd. And then we're just left with x minus 3. And then for this second one, I'm going to factor out a 4 because 4 goes into both 4 and 12. And then we're left with x minus 3. And then this is what we want because we have the same thing in parentheses here. So we factor out our we take out our like factor here, x minus 3. And then 7x cubed plus 4, again, that this is where that comes from, 7x cubed plus 4. Then x minus 3 is out in front. And that is that.